Hello and welcome back to this month's edition where we will deep dive the new awesome computing capabilities that have just been added to SAS Viya and of course my ongoing quest to convince you to govern your data properly. Let's dive in. We are starting things off inside of SAS Information Catalog with my ongoing quest to convince you to document your data properly. Last time we took a look at the additional notes capability where we can now also add links to our notes. And now we have also received the ability to add tags on a column level, not just on a dataset level, which will enhance the filtering capabilities when you are searching, but also will enable you to easily link things together through the tags on a column level, which is an awesome capability. With the tagging done, let me switch over to SAS Visual Analytics, where there's an enhanced menu on how you can share things with others. Now, let's open up the More menu, and now instead of just seeing a copy link entry, you also see an additional copy embeddable markup entry. Let's first go with the copy link one. As you can see, it has been simplified and reduced, but you still get all of the awesome capabilities so you can check and ensure that the report looks and behaves as you want it to. In addition, there is also now this copy embeddable markup dialog that enables you to get the direct integration for the SAS Visual Analytics SDK, for example, or get the iframe code, or also additionally add guest access or disable it accordingly. This is a super quick and helpful way to easily share reports with others or help others integrate your report into their applications. Now, the big highlight of this month. Let's switch to SAS Studio and quickly get the two new steps that have been added out of the way. The first one being quantile regression and the second one being tests of proportion statistical power. Both super helpful steps if you are doing any sort of statistical evaluations. But what I'm really excited about are the new computing capabilities that have been added. Now, let me show you on the left-hand side. I'm not connected to any SAS libraries at all. I don't even have a SAS session open at the moment. But what I can now do is run the SAS-enabled procs also in compute now, which is an amazing unlock in capabilities. And here I've just copied an example for an isolation forest from the SAS documentation, and we will be creating our dataset in compute in our work library here. And then we are going to train this isolation forest model right within compute. No need to move your data into SAS for this to run, which enables you to make use of the data where it's already residing and then only push the results up to SAS, for example. And of course, this ran as expected very fast, but it's also a very small data set. Now, in addition to all the SAS-enabled procs becoming available to you inside of compute, we now also get the ability to call on those same algorithmic capabilities from Python. Let me give you a very small example, but there is a whole much more out there. And if you want me to dive deeper on these capabilities, let me know by leaving a comment down below. Here, I imported from the sasvaya.ml package the forest classifier. And using the common Python help syntax, I get a direct documentation in my log window of all the different things I can do with this specific new object that has been added. Meaning I can interact with this forest classifier in a fully Pythonic way, but in the background, the SAS algorithms are running for me and returning the results to me within Python natively. This really levels up your game as a Python developer to make use of all the awesome algorithmic capabilities that SAS has to offer. There is so much fun stuff to play with. Please, I urge you to check out the documentation of all the awesome new capabilities that this unlocks for you right now. Moving on, I want to highlight a repository that I have touched on before, but this time I want to talk to you about a new quick start tutorial that has been added that makes adding R models into SAS Model Manager and then scoring it using the new CAS gateway action so much simpler. It really walks you through every single step along the way, teaching you how to use the R SAS CTL package along the way. Awesome new quick start tutorial material that has been made available. And now let's switch over to all the new cool and interesting articles that I found in the SAS community that you should check out. First, an absolute instant classic, automate SAS Studio flow documentation with Azure OpenAI in a custom step. Who likes writing documentation, am I right? And this custom step can do it for you. Super cool capability that is demonstrated here. Next, an amazing deep dive into the file name URL and how you can pull in information from the internet just through a simple file name. Next, a very important capability for all the SAS admins out there, and that being how you can keep track of who accesses SAS dataset in the compute server. Awesome, check it out if you're a SAS admin. And finally, if you're working inside of SAS Visual Analytics, you should check out this article to help you understand the aggregate table functions really step by step. I hope you enjoyed these awesome new capabilities that have been added. As I said, I'm super excited of all the new algorithmic capabilities that have been unlocked with this release for us, and I cannot wait to see what you will build with it. See you next time. Bye bye.